minor. Let's find the notes in the key so that we know what notes to play on the keyboard. So to find the key signature for a minor key, we always compare it to its relative major. We find the relative major key by going up 3 half steps. So starting from F, we need to go up 3 half steps. From F, we go to G flat. The next half step up is a G, and the next half step up from there is an A flat. So the relative major of F minor is A flat major. By knowing our circle of fifths, we know the key signature for A flat major, which is 4 flats. So along the circle of fifths, in order we have B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. B, E, A, D. Spells the word bead. Actually makes it pretty easy to remember. So 4 flats in the key of F minor. Now that we know those 4, we can move on to building and playing our tonic triad. So let's start on the root of our scale. It comes from the name. F minor, the root is going to be an F. Now we just need to build a chord, so we use skips or thirds up from that root. So from F, a third above that is an A, but because of our key signature, it's an A flat, and a third above that is a C. Our tonic triad in F minor is F, A flat, and C. Now we're going to play the chord and its inversions. All right, we're going to start with our right hand in a root position chord. So we're going to put our thumb over F, third finger over A flat, pinky over C. Now we just flip the triad inverted so the F goes to the top, second finger on C, thumb on A flat. We flip it again, so now the A flat that's on the bottom is on the top. With our pinky, third finger on F, thumb on C, and then we flip the chord again. The bottom note is C, goes to the top, and we are right back in our root position chord. Now we do the same thing going down. So the C on top is at the bottom, 1, 3, 5, C, F, A flat. And now we flip the chord again. So the A flat goes to the bottom, second finger on C, pinky on F, and then we go down back to where we started, F, A flat, and C. Alright, now the left hand. So we're going to put our hand in a root position, F, A flat, and C. And now we flip the chord so the F goes to the top, third finger on C, pinky on A flat. Flip the chord again, C, F, that A flat's now on the top. Make sure that you play in to get the chord. Don't turn your hand sideways. And then we flip it one more time, F, A flat, and C. 1, 3, and 5. Now we're going to go right back down. So the C that's on top goes to the bottom, C, F, and A, 1, 2, and 5. Then we flip the chord again. So now the A flat is on the bottom with our pinky, third finger on C, and a thumb, a 1 on F. We flip the chord one more time, and we are back in root position, F, A flat, and C. So before playing hands together, make sure that you can move your hands as a unit as you try. So it's not like right and then left, but they move together. Sometimes it takes a few tries, going hands separate, back to hands together, hands separate, back to hands together, but you will eventually get it. So next up is that same exercise, hands together. now we need to build our primary chords in the key of F minor. So the primary chords are built on scale degrees 1, 4, and 5, which simply means that they're built off the first, fourth, and fifth notes of the scale. So we've already done the tonic, the 1, 4 is next. So our 4 chord, we have to find the fourth note of F minor scale. So F, G, A flat, and B flat. Now we found our root, we just need to stack our thirds. So a third above B flat is a D, but because of our key signature, it's a D flat. And a third above that is an F. So the 3 notes in our subdominant chord: B flat, D flat, and F. Now we're gonna move up to scale degree 5 and build our dominant 7 chord. So if the fourth note of the scale is a B flat, one step above that is a C. So now we just stack our thirds. C, a third above that is an E, but because of the key signature it's an E flat. A third above that is a G, and a third above that is a B flat. Now, because we're in a minor key, we have to add the leading tone to the dominant chord. So the leading tone of any scale is a half step below the root. So we're in the key of F, that means a half step below F is E, okay? There's another way to do this. We can take the second note of our dominant 7 chord and raise that a half step. So we just built it. We started on C, and then the second note is an E, but because of our key signature, it was an E flat. So we raise that E flat, not with a sharp. I know sharps raise a note, but because of where we're starting from, we would put a natural. So it's an E natural. So the notes in our dominant 7 chord: C, E natural, G, and B flat. This is super important because when you see these E naturals in your music, sometimes it totally throws students about like, what's happening? But if you can conceptualize, oh, this is part of my dominant chord, it's a lot easier to remember the notes and keep track of all the accidentals on the page. So let's try playing that primary chord progression now. Right hand, tonic triad, root position. So F, A flat, and C. Now we're going to move to our subdominant, so we keep that thumb anchored over F, third finger goes to B flat, and pinky is over D flat. Now we go right back to our tonic triad, F, A flat, and C, 1, 3, and 5. And last, we're going to play our dominant 7th chord. Our thumb goes down to E, fourth finger is over B flat, and our pinky is over C. And now we go back to our tonic triad, F, A flat, and C. Now the left hand, tonic triad, so F, A flat, and C, 5, 3, and 1. Now we're going to move into our subdominant chord. So our pinky is going to stay over F. Our second finger is over B flat, but don't turn your hand sideways to get this D flat. Instead, you're going to move your hand in, because your thumb is short, to the D flat. So F, B flat, and D flat, 5, 2, and 1. And then we go back to our tonic triad, F, A flat, and C. The pinky opens up for that E natural, our leading tone. Second finger on B flat, thumb on C. And now we go back to our tonic triad, F, A flat, and C. All right, before playing hands together, make sure that you are keeping that round hand shape when you play your chords. One of the biggest things I see students do is their fingers kind of droop down, right? You want that round hand shape because you are going to play chords of all different shapes and sizes, but one thing in common needs to remain, and that is the round dome arch nature of the hand. It's going to support the hand so that it can move easier from chord to chord. So if you feel like you're getting a better handle on that round hand shape and that technique, try the chord progression hands together. Last, tonic triad arpeggio. So we already know the three notes, F, A flat, and C. Now instead of playing it as a vertical harmony, as a chord, we're going to play it as an arpeggio, a broken chord. Make sure you pay attention in the next video to the open hand position that the arpeggio starts in. It's very important when we're playing large shapes to anticipate what's happening next by keeping that hand open. Now to play our arpeggio, before we start playing the notes, make sure that your hand goes over the keys and is in an open hand position. So we want to get as many notes as possible here. So thumb on F, second finger on A flat, and third finger over C. Now that our hand is open but relaxed, we are going to play each note individually. So F, the A flat with the 2, and as my third finger plays C, my thumb tucks underneath, I slide over to F and open my hand up, open into the next 3 notes. Second finger on A flat, third finger on C, pinky on F, and now we're going back down, so keep your hand right here. We play third finger on C, second finger on A flat, thumb on F, third finger crosses all the way over to C, and then the hand slides into the next 2 notes, A flat with a 2, and F with a 1. Now the left hand. Same idea, start with the open hand, 5, 3, 2, 1, over F, A flat, C, and F. Now that we got our open but relaxed hand, we're going to play each note separately. So pinky, third finger on A flat, second finger on C, thumb on F. Now cross over that third finger to A flat, slide into your next 2 notes. So we have second finger on C and a thumb on F. Now we're going to go right back down. So second finger still over C, third finger is over A flat, and then we tuck underneath for our F with our thumb, second finger on C, third finger on A flat, and pinky on F. Before playing hands together, make sure that your hands start nice and big, nice and open, and that when you cross under or cross over, that your elbows aren't coming up, but instead that hand is moving nice, lateral, side to side. Good luck, and try the exercise hands together. That is it for the key of F minor. Don't forget, like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you liked, what other content you think I should do. If you appreciate the work we're doing here, please check out the link to the shop below. Got some sick hats, hoodies, t-shirts, all that good stuff. And more importantly, keep up the practice. You will get where you want to go with piano. You just have to keep going. So keep it up and stay powerful, y'all.